suit, and we're running our own segment, which is called Luke and Lewis's Flip Coin.
Yeah.
Where you can win an actual real coin. We have all 5 coins there are from 5 cents to $2. I have them in a glass here.
Yep, and people have called us up on 131060 to win anywhere from 5 cents to $2.
Yeah.
I don't know how the station's going to pay for this.
This is absolutely ridiculous. We're breaking the bank. The accountants outside the studio are shaking their heads, but they can't stop us. We've locked the doors. We're going to give away $2 maximum, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Up first, we've got Naomi. Naomi, why do you want to win this coin?
Oh, well, I'm a bit partial for a coin and, a bit of church money in the wallet. It's always handy.
That's true. Now,
You can buy yourself some 2-minute noodles, perhaps. Only if you get the $1, though. Only if you get one of the jackpots. 5 cents will not get you noodles.
Now, Naomi, do you have a coin preference before I pick it out of the glass I have here?
Oh, look, you got to go for gold. $2.
$2. She's going
That's
for it.
true.
All right, Lewis
I'm
is currently
closing my eyes. I'm going to pick one out of the cup.
drawing his hand in. I mean, I just realised now you can probably tell him.
Small cup.
You've got one.
What have I got?
Pulling out.
Oh, you're playing for the $2.
Let's go,
Naomi!
the first go!
Oh my lord!
I can't believe it, Naomi.
Now don't get too excited, Naomi. You haven't won yet because now.
Sorry, I got too excited as well. Naomi, let's just both calm down.
All right, everyone breathe. All right, Naomi, I need you to tell me heads or tails to win $2. What do you think?
Tails never fail.
Tails never fails. All right,
like it.
you ready? Do you want to flip it, mate?
I'm going to flip it. All right, you ready?
Luke's gonna flip it.
Flipping in 1, 2, 3. It's hit the desk. It's heads.
It's heads. Oh, sorry,
no.
Naomi. $2 goes back in the jackpot.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Boy, do you know how much... I mean, this just shows you that we're not rigging this, because if the jackpot had gone off first, it would have seemed a bit suspicious.
Sorry, Naomi, but we will be playing this game every week, so call back next Sunday.
Will we? Yes, we are. All right.
Our next caller, Beck, which coin would you like to win tonight?
$2.
$2. All right. Well,
It'd be a bit weird if someone said 10 cents, wouldn't it?
that would be. All right. So I'm closing my eyes here. I'm gonna pour a coin out. See what we get.
Lewis is grabbing for the coin. Mate, you should have got a wider cup.
Definitely should have. What have we got? 50 cents.
Ooh, that's
Pretty
not
good,
bad.
Beck. All right. Now, Beck, heads or tails to win 50 cents? What's your pick?
Tails.
Tails, all right. Beck, I'm flipping now. It's hit the
Flipped
desk.
it.
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
She said tails.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Beck.
No,
Heads. It's heads. Sorry, but it's going back in the jackpot, so
So sorry, Beck. I mean, it would have cost us more to send it out to you anyway, so really, it's not a huge loss.
all right, so now we're down to our last caller. Cam, welcome to the show. No one has won yet. Which coin would you like to win tonight?
I'd be happy with anything.
Even 5 cents?
Even 5 cents.
Even 5 cents. All right, well, would you like to pick it out of the hat this time,
I am
Luke?
putting my hand in the cup, and you are playing for Cam.
Yep.
5 cents.
5
Yeah.
cents! Oh, mate,
Do
Cam.
you reckon you can win it?
Oh, I reckon I could.
What will you tell your kids and your family in the future? Will you tell them about the times that you won a radio competition?
Yeah, I won't
5
have 4
cents.
months of that extra 5 cents.
Yeah, great.
That'll go straight to their inheritance. All right,
All
Cam.
the best, Cam.
What are
Lewis
you
is about to flip the coin now.
Heads or tails, mate?
Heads.
All right, here we go. And it's tails. Oh, nobody's won. Nobody's won flip coin. Sorry. Sorry, mate.
How
Thank you very much for
underwhelming.
playing. Unfortunately, nobody's won the flip coin.
But the accountants are absolutely right.
yes, everybody outside the studio is celebrating. We almost said the station broke. Sorry, but thank you very much for playing, everyone. Tune in next week for another round of flip coin. It's Luke and Lewis. Luke, we've got a break coming up, but after the break, we're going to be talking about something that you keep bringing up.
Well, you're renowned on this show for being unintentionally rude to people.
Oh, sometimes intentionally.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little bit unfair. Sometimes I'm very mean on purpose.
Yeah, well, but sorry. I'm
Mate,
sorry.
mostly to Radio Mike.
Yeah, okay. He's our panel operator. But now, Lewis, after the break, I still don't think you have even realised what you've done. But after the break,
Have I done
I
this
want to fill
recently?
you in. Oh, it's happened in the last couple of days. I know you don't even know what I'm about to bring up.
Nope.
But after the break, you've been rude to someone, and I just want to know why. And I want you to explain yourself.
Brilliant. Let's see if I meant it or not. That was the Veronicas, only the musical classics played on our show. Isn't that right, Luke?
Yep, hooking us up with some great tunes. Hey guys, I'll just leave on that one. let's wrap up the show now. No, Lewis. some people, I mean, people who don't know you would know you're very tall, 6'8",
Yes.
quite skinny.
I would say yes.
Yep.
Literally could not argue with you on that
And
one.
sometimes have a reputation on this show for being unintentionally rude to people.
Yes, it's a problem that I struggle with, and most often it's always when I'm trying to be nice. Like I'm gonna say something nice, and I just mess it up and offend people.
Yeah. And the other night, again, it's always unintentionally because I still don't think you know about this. The other night, we were out doing stand-up comedy at a comedy gig.
Yes.
And I was speaking backstage to a few people, and someone who we hadn't seen in a while came up to us, and obviously, for
Yeah.
gaining weight is a goal and is a compliment.
Oh yeah, it's an eternal struggle of mine. I'm always trying to put on weight.
Yeah.
I'm always hitting the gym. You know, I'm so tall that a normal weight for someone else looks incredibly thin on me.
You're just trying to fill out a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's
And-
my only goal.
I think I can speak on behalf of most other people, which is no one else is trying to gain weight.
What do you mean?
The rest of the population is pretty much an active pursuit to lose it
Yeah.
at all times. Now, you
Right.
walked up to someone who we hadn't seen in a while and straight away went, "Oh, you've gained weight."
Yeah,
And
remember
I
this.
knew straight away, I felt like your interpreter. Like, straight away, I was like, "Oh, I see what's straight away, he was very offended."
Yeah,
right?
because this
He
guy, I know.
put his
I now
hand on his
remember.
stomach and went, "Oh, well," and started making excuses. And I was like, "Oh, no, I see what's happened here. Lewis thinks this is a compliment because
It
you
was,
thought,
it
oh,
looked better."
he looked great. Yeah, he'd been hit the gym, he looked great in a t-shirt, whatever. But the other guy got very self-conscious and insecure very quickly, and you were still like, oh, I'm the best guy ever. I've complimented on his pecs and his guns,
Yeah.
like just bloke of the year.
Yeah.
And here's the thing though. He didn't get that, and then I think you followed it up with another fat joke, which didn't help.
Yeah, look, I saw his insecurity, and I was like, you know what'll fix this better? I'll just double down and call him a chubster.
Yeah.
And you know what? Didn't work very well.
No, and I think on behalf of just everyone listening and more just our show's reputation in general, please seize this behaviour and have a think before you call out someone for gaining weight.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, mate. I'm going to keep that in mind for the rest of the show. And now, whenever someone looks severely underweight, I'm going to be like, oh, mate, you're on a diet. Keep going.
Hey, Lewis, just quickly before we go to a song, have you lost weight?
Yes, I have.
You're a bit offended. See, it's not great if it's on the other end, is it?
All right, we'll fight about this during the song. Just look at Lewis. Now, Luke, we're both stand-up comedians. The comedy festival's coming up pretty soon, and you've got a show, don't you?
Yes, because I can.
Is that the name of the
Melbourne
show?
Comedy Festival is what it's called.
Sorry, mate. Gonna just stop you there. Were
Yeah.
you just trying to plug your show?
Well, big market, our new show on Fox. Why not? Free plug.
Yeah, and you think you deserve a plug on Fox FM at 10 p.m. until midnight?
Right,
This
well, it's
giant audience.
11:40 right now.
Well, exactly.
Get
The
a
show's-
clock. You
The show's
deserve,
almost over, and you think,
you deserve to even be on radio. I don't even know what time it is.
mate, if
Someone's probably like, "Is it 10 p.m.? I'm very late."
Mate, no one's going to want to see the show of a guy who hangs out with a dude who can't read his clock, all right? So you're already failing there, so don't try and plug this show.
That's usually not what's on people's requirements. Man, I hope this comedian's funny, but also his friend can tell the time.
Look, mate, what I'm trying to say is I don't think you should be able to plug your tickets on our radio show. I mean,
Okay.
are you going to give me a cut of ticket sales?
Absolutely not.
Well, then I don't think you should be able to plug it. In fact,
Do you have anything to plug?
No, I have a few things to plug, but I'm not going to do it on this radio show.
Okay.
That's for sure. I mean, people pay good money to advertise on here. Why do you think you deserve to plug your show?
I mean, it's expensive to promote a comedy festival show. I have over 1,000 tickets to sell, and that's very nerve-wracking as a performer.
Well, I don't think telling the 12 listeners we have is going to help very much.
No, it's not.
You might make $20 if one person comes.
But I could spend it on stuff.
Yeah, what would you spend it on?
I don't know, like a Lamborghini.
Yeah?
Not like the car, like a Hot Wheels Lamborghini with the track included.
The tracking. Ooh, are you sure you really
I
want to
googled
splash
it.
out that much?
Pretty expensive. Retails from $59.99. Hot
That
Wheels
is
track.
expensive.
Mm.
That's very expensive. Look. Here's the thing, Luke. I don't think that.
Also food.
Yeah, you're going to buy food with it. What type of food?
Tim Tams.
Yeah, I just don't
Their
think.
prices are going up. Inflation's killing me, man, and I need this plug. All right.
Mate, I'm not going to give you the plug, okay? What I'm going to do is I think that really, there probably are a lot of people out there listening to the show that might deserve a plug more than you.
You think there's people more deserving of the plug than the person who's worked hard enough to have a show at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night?
Yes, I think I do. I think they're driving around. They're probably working currently on the way to plug things, and they need a plug for their event that they're organising. And I think they might deserve it more than you. So how about this, Luke?
Unlikely, but continue.
Well, okay, how about this? 131060, give us a call. Do you have an event that needs a plug more than Luke's comedy show? If you give us a call and you can explain to us why you deserve a plug, because we only have one plug per show. If you have an event that you're organising, if you've got a house party, or that really needs a plug.
Corey Worthington, give us a call. or you want to plug a new Gab. But no, yeah, if you have like a school play or an amateur theatre production, a fundraiser, maybe you've got a sporting club registration coming up, or does your new uni club need a plug? Uni's coming back.
Yeah. So not only do you have to explain what your plug is, but why do you need it more than Luke? Or if,
Unlikely though that you'll need it more than me, but if you can somehow top, look. Yeah, give us a plug. Look, give us a call, and then you can perhaps give us a plug. But
we
unlikely.
might let you plug it if we think it's more deserving.
Who decides?
If you got, you can decide, or we should. I'll decide. Because
I mean, if I decide, I'll just give myself the plug.
That's true. You're very biased. So if you have anything that needs a plug, if you need someone to use your list at a nightclub, if you bought a second-hand television and it came without a plug, give us a call. 131060. It's the best joke I've ever told. This is Luke and Luke. Luke, you've got a comedy festival show coming up.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Stop you there, mate. You are trying to earn a plug on our show. Don't try and come in here and try and plug your show, all right? It's a big network that we're on. You need to earn a plug.
I've got over 1,000 seats to sell, so we threw it out to the listeners. Lewis threw it out, saying, do you have something that's more deserving of a plug than Luke? And we will decide if I get to plug my show or a listener
gets to plug whatever they're doing. So we're going to go to our caller, Cam. What do you have to plug that is more deserving of than Luke's show?
Hey Lewis, I've got my Instagram to plug.
Oh, very good. I like this.
How many followers do you have?
I just under 430 at the moment.
It does need a plug.
Now, Cam, can you tell us why do you deserve a plug for your why do you need more Instagram followers more than Luke needs money to survive?
Because my Instagram name, I won't say it yet, is out of this world.
It's out of this world. Oh, I would like to know.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Okay, so you're saying if I give you this plug, I'll get to know what your Instagram name is.
Yeah, and it'll be worth it.
Okay, well, how are you feeling, Luke?
Look, I sold 4 tickets in the song anyway because we just talked about my comedy festival show. So give Cam the plug.
All right, Cam, you've won the plug. What's your Instagram?
Grab me some bacon.
Oh, that's
Go follow him.
Out of this world. Everyone follow Grab Me Some Bacon on Instagram. You're listening to the Luke and Lewis show. That was Can Luke Earn a Plug? See you later.
Like Batman and Robin.
Hold it, don't it?
Or maybe a bit more like Bert and Ernie. Hey, Bert. This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. Couple of days out from our plan to bring down FM radio by doing a show on Fox just to destroy them and take over Coles Radio.
Yeah, a few people overnight suggesting still that it was for personal gain. You don't know what you're talking about.
No idea what
No, we are Modern Digital boys for life. I'm Modern, Lewis is digital. And that's the way our dynamic works. Yeah.
We've got Simo's weekly wrap coming up on the show.
It's probably been a big news week. We wouldn't know we're too busy, so we get our Modern Digital mate, Simo, to give us the weekly news. Also, came to my attention that one of my favourite childhood movies has come to life.
Incredible stories coming up next.
Lewis, one of my favourite childhood movies has come to life.
Thought there, but I think the idea of eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I answered the door was the last minute addition. I don't think that was in the script. I just thought like it'd be funny if he's like eating a sloppy peanut butter and jelly sandwich when he answers the door. It's a nice little addition. I think adds a nice little touch to it. But yeah, that was super fun.
That little kid is. That kid is very funny, Timmy.
Yeah, It's very disturbing.
That's very disturbing. I mean, it's all just innuendo and fun until the very until the final line. And I'm sure we sat there and didn't really labor over whether or not we should do it. It was just whatever that final exclamation point at the end of it was probably bandied about.
And then Glenn, you say, you know, like, okay, I get it. I'll take off, and you throw the kid a little wink, which really puts it over the top.
That's so
Yeah, it's
funny.
just awful.
You say
so
he's
bad.
there. He's not reformed in any way. You're out there taking the heat while I'm in here watching the Disney Channel.
Yeah, that's what he
Oh.
says.
Yeah. Why the hell would I move? So horrible. Do you guys are there celebrities or people that you've seen that are just absolutely like uncanny doppelgangers for you?
Oh, I can tell you the ones I get all the time.
Yeah. Well, Haley
tell
Joel
me
Osment
that-
used to be a thing, although it's less so
Yep.
these days. Yeah.
Haley and I look a lot alike.
Rob, you got that one on the plane that one time.
What was the one on the plane? Oh, the guy from. Oh yeah, a woman comes up to me and she says, "Oh, I'm such a big fan of yours." And I said, "Oh, thank you so much." And she said, "Oh, do you think we could get a photo?" I say, "Sure." We take a photo, and she goes, "I love Burn Notice." And I was like, "Oh, I've never seen that show." And then I'm thinking,
do look like
is
that
she
guy.
watching Burn Notice? Yeah. So she's like, "Burn Notice is like my favorite show. Is it coming back?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't
Jeffrey
know. It's like,
Donovan.
I haven't seen it." Yeah.
Isn't his name
I'll take
Jeffrey
that all
Donovan?
day.
Oh, he's
Yeah, Jeffrey
he's a very
Donovan.
good-looking guy, and he's also a fantastic actor. He's great.
Fantastic. Love him.
Yeah.
He's great in Fargo.
Glenn, do you get people? I don't feel like
Not really. Somebody. Oh yeah, you know who I get these days is people compare me to Jonathan Groff.
I see that a little bit. A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
I get Pete Wentz quite a bit, and I know that Pete Wentz gets me. He's told me that a lot of people will say the same thing. And there was also a band that I'd never heard any of their music, but I got I think you guys were always sort of around when the show first premiered, and we would go to events, and there would be people taking photographs of us, and no one had ever seen or heard of our show, but people thought that I was the lead singer of the band Hoobastank, and you guys were all in the band.
What a name.
Yeah.
So I would get a lot of Hoobastank comments.
Yeah. Hoobastank guy. By the way, there's for those, and I'm sure there's like vast majority of the people that are listening or watching this have never actually experienced being on a red carpet. Okay, let me tell you something. There is nothing more humiliating than stepping onto a red carpet for some sort of an event. Sometimes it would be the event that was like celebrating the thing that I'm in. And walking the red carpet, having all these people take photos of you, and after they take the photo, they yell at you, "Who are you? What's your name?" You tell them, and you're like, "Oh my God, that is so embarrassing." And they're like, "How do you spell it?" They want to know how to spell. And you're like, "I'm on
That doesn't still happen to you, right?
No. But that was something that would happen a lot, like
in the beginning,
early seasons. Yeah, for sure. People were like, "Oh, okay, he's on the red carpet. I know I have to take photos of him." And then afterwards, like, "Tell us your name. Who the hell are you?"
How am I going to sell these pictures?
Charles?
I get like people, like regular people. Like people like, "Hey, this is my buddy. I just met in a bar, and he's short and has a beard and scruffy hair." And
It
you
never
look
looks like you. I get a lot. I've seen a lot of that on social media where people are like, look at my buddy. He's like looks exactly like Charlie," and I'm like, "No, he doesn't. No,
No,
fucking
I don't
doesn't."
see a lot of it. The basketball player one. There was like that was pretty
Right.
funny. There was a guy on the Mavericks, I think, and who's got to be like 7 feet tall. So, there was like someone had cobbled together like a series of pictures of him and then me, and I was like, okay, I see
Right.
that. It's pretty funny.
Yes, yeah. I remember seeing that. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, Meg. What about you? Is there anyone who people are like, "Oh, you look like so and so"?
I get Selma Blair.
Yes.
Selma Blair, but maybe not after an 11-hour flight. And actually, the most accurate one I've ever gotten is that there's this movie called Welcome to the Dollhouse, which is like a dark comedy about this young girl who's like everybody hates, basically. and she looks really nerdy, and she looks exactly like I looked when I was younger. Like I'll put side by side pictures up in the podcast. I mean, to a T, that is what I looked like when I was a kid.
That movie is amazing.
It's
That movie's really
amazing. That's Todd Solondz, right?
Like I looked is that there's this movie called Welcome to the Dollhouse, which is like a dark comedy about this young girl who's like everybody hates basically, and she looks really nerdy, and she looks exactly like I looked when I was younger. Like I'll put side by side pictures up in the podcast. I mean, to a T, that is what I looked like when I was a kid.
That movie is amazing.
It's
That movie's really
amazing.
good.
That's Todd Solondz, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got one that I was very excited about recently, maybe 6 months ago. I was very excited. I was in pretty good shape, and to be fair, I had a hat on and I had it down really low. And I was sitting out at lunch, and some guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, fucking man, can I take a photo with you?" And I'm like, "Sure." And we take a photo, and he's like, "Oh man, I love a lot of your shit, but like my favorite stuff is like back in the day." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He goes, "The Departed, man. I love The Departed." And I was like, "Okay, wow, what's going on?"
Wahlberg, right? You're out. Thought you were Wahlberg. Right?
He thought I was Wahlberg, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm not Mark Wahlberg." And he was like, "Oh, fuck you, man, fuck you." And then he ran away.
You are
Like,
Wahlberg.
Great.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you fucking are. Yeah, you fucking are.
You can't hide from
And I
me,
told
Wahlberg.
that story to Mark Wahlberg, and he
I'm
looked
Rob,
at me like,
actually.
"What?"
Yeah, right. He was like,
Yeah. Wahlberg wasn't feeling it.
You wish, buddy. You wish, pal. You fucking wish.
Yeah. How's that even possible? We're barely even the same size. How you gotta put on more weight. You gotta put on more muscle. You don't even look like me.
He's always always
slightly
just
out of
worked
breath.
out. Yeah, he's always just worked out.
You know, we both got on a flat brim hat. That's it. What do they even say? I don't know. That's my.
Do you think? Yeah, do you think that he like drops down and does like fucking 25 push-ups before every take of something? You know what I mean? So he's like legitimately out of breath. It adds like intensity to the scene, but also like he gets a pump. You know what I mean?
Whatever he's doing, it's working. Because I'll watch that guy in anything.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Rob, you've got a sibling who is now a writer on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and a very good one, I have to say. It's been very refreshing and fun having her in the writer's room because she's really brilliant. But she's in this episode, and she's your sister.
She is. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She's also a great writer on Mr. Quest as well, the other one, the other show.
Yes, Mr. Quest. Mr. Quest,
Mr.
the
Quest.
famous Apple show.
Katie Mack is, she calls you an asshole or creep or something like that.
Yeah, she says she's the one who says pervert dickhead, I think, right?
Yeah.
Wait, in addition to Katie, you have another sibling, Pat. Do people stop Pat and think that it's you? Because Pat,
yes.
you and Pat look a lot alike, except that Pat keeps his hair kind of blonde mostly. But
yes, my
Because it
brother,
is blonde.
we have different coloring,
Keeps it
blonde hair. He's blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm brown hair, brown eyes, and yet we do look so much alike that he gets mistaken for me all the time.
Yeah.
And he uses it because he'll use it to like say if someone's like, "Oh, do you want to come to the front of the line of somewhere where we almost always will say no because we don't want to be assholes that cut in front of lines." He'll just go, "Yeah," because us.
I say yes to that every time. Are you fucking kidding me? Somebody asks me if I want to go to the front of the line because I'm who I am. I'm like, yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Well, it's not going to work anymore at French restaurants. They're not going to let Pat in.
Yeah, it'll work. They don't watch the show. Well, it won't work because they don't watch the show and they certainly don't listen to this podcast. French fucks.
No, they don't.
Gregory Scott Cummins is back for this, playing Mac's dad. one of my all-time favorite guest stars. He's such a marvelously funny guy, and I just love him so much. But he refers to the sexual offender as Wendell Short Eyes. Now, Rob, would you like to explain to everyone what the term short eyes means for those of you who haven't spent much time in prison?
Yes, we learned sometime around that year that short eyes was the term that inmates would refer to pedophiles or pedophiles here in the United States. They would refer to them as short eyes. And then, of course, they became victims because there is some kind of honor amongst thieves in prison where if you are a convicted child abuser, they will take care of you prison style. Short eyes.
That's right.
Where did they get the short eyes from, though?
You got eyes for the short people? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the origins of that
it's
are.
love, actually.
Oh, well done. Well done. God damn you.
So.
That's oh boy. Well, I could go on and on about Gregory Scott Cummins because I love him, but we should also, give props to Mac's mom and Charlie's mom. Lynn Marie is so funny in this episode. The way she plays it when Danny comes in, and like every time he shuts her up and she just immediately just stops talking. She's just, oh God, she's so funny.
Hey guys, short eyes is old school prison slang for a child molester that entered the public lexicon in the late 1970s when Miguel Pinheiro adapted his play Short Eyes into a movie with the same title. The movie's about a pedophile who gets tortured and ultimately killed by his fellow inmates after they find out what he's in jail for.
So it's based on a term that was used in the play, or based on the name of the play.
Yes, the name of the play.
A lot of big theater fans in prison.
A lot of big theater fans in prison.
You guys see that play? You see that play?
Have you ever actually read Moliere?
Yeah, but have you read it?
No, but read it.
Bro,
like,
I
really
got a Moliere tattoo right here. I love the French. Great playwrights.
Tartuffe? Have you read Tartuffe? It's unfucking
Tarfuni?
believable.
Oh my God.
It's unbelievably farcical. You want to laugh? You want to laugh?
You want to laugh? Yeah, you want to laugh?
Read some Moliere. All right, trust me.
Yeah. You guys are like, what's another one?
Okay, guys, this has been a lot of fun. I truly enjoyed this.
Megan, have you seen Glenn's head? For all the creeps out there? We could do a reveal for Megan.
Ooh, I haven't seen it.
Okay, well, it's so the character I'm playing in this movie is bald on top. But you'll see the fuzz because we've only done a hair and makeup test and that was on Friday. So, I have to go through that because it doesn't, people are like, oh no, I can see hair.
Whoa.
So good.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's kind
Isn't
of
that
Steve Jobby or
alarming?
something, like,
Real.
Yeah.
So are you gonna get it tanned up, the top, like get some sun on
yeah.
it?
I mean, I'll shave it down to the skin. I think the plan is to shave it down to the skin, like up to like here, and have like a little bit, just have it kind of a little fuzz, like maybe on top, like right here, as is often the case, to try and make it look as real as possible. But yeah, the character I'm playing is actually quite tan.
Okay.
It's better from the side, you know what I mean? Just
He's
good.
a real actor. That's real actor stuff. What Glenn's
It's some
doing.
real actory shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's
Bye.
it. We've done it.
So
Bye.
we did it.
So how's everybody feeling? It's super early. Super early for you guys, not so much for me.
It's super early for us. I believe Meg's in the middle of the afternoon. Is that right, Meg? Is that what it looks
I've
like?
already had lunch and 2 glasses of champagne, guys. I'm feeling great.
Wow. Took a couple glasses of champagne, huh? How's that jet lag doing? Are you already like adjusted? It takes me about 2-3 weeks to get adjusted when I go to Europe.
No,
I swear to God,
feel
I am a
good.
mess.
It's hard.
I'm still not adjusted to Toronto, and I've been here for almost 3 weeks.
What? That's 3 hours.
Nah, that's a mental thing.
I'm exaggerating.
Yeah. Rob, is the sun up at your house? Because like the sun's like just coming up in my house, and I gotta have this like super harsh overhead lighting. You look well lit.
I've been doing Zoom since 2020, so I have lighting set up. Well, I mean, it's not really. It's just a light.
Because you're a fucking bitch, dude.
I mean, it's just a light.
You got a lighting set up.
It's a light.
Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Beauty ring lights.
Nice.
Yeah, good for you, huh?
Nice.
I mean, is it 20? What year is it? We're 2 years into this fucking thing. Haven't you guys been doing Zooms, recorded Zooms for years?
Buddy, not only have I been doing all these recorded Zooms and stuff, but I've done enough stuff now where anytime I have to shoot something or film something on my laptop, they just send me equipment.
Wait, so you got a ring light going too, Glenn?
Not right now, no. Because I'm not at my house. But I mean, at my house, I've got all kinds of like podcasting and like, filming things on my computer equipment that people have sent me, and then nobody ever comes to pick it up.
It's good to have because your lighting looks good.
I feel like I look a little blasted out. I look blasted out. Maybe I can turn it down a little bit.
I don't think so. You don't see. I get shadowy because it's over the overhead light. Nobody cares.
Yeah, the listener is just definitely not having fun with this. Cut that.
What's this episode gonna be? We got something fun.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
What are we doing here, man? You got a wild idea?
Yeah, so I thought I'd make a little game for you guys to play because we're all spread out. Well, you certainly are in many different places. Well, now, Charlie, you're back in LA, so I guess just Glenn's apart. But I wanted to play a little version of the Newlywed Game for you guys so that you could remember that despite being far apart, you're actually very close because of your 20-plus years of friendship.
So, you know what? We're far apart, but they're always in my heart.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Hey, fuck you guys. You know what I mean?
Totally.
All right.
That's what's in my heart.
Cool.
That's what's in my heart. Yeah.
So the way this is going to work is that I'm going to ask you guys questions about each other, and there'll be 3 sections, one for Rob, Charlie, and Glenn. Actually 4, because then I'm going to have a special lightning round at the end. And basically, you're going to write your answers on these dry erase boards that you should have in front of you, and we're going to take points and see who wins, who knows the most about their fellow friends.
I mean, I can already tell you right now who's going to win this game. It's definitely going to be Rob.
I don't think so. We've already brought this up that Charlie keeps thinking that his memory is terrible, and then he keeps remembering every single thing that we pose to him. So, I think we're going to be
true.
surprised.
I do feel like I got a chance, but I also feel like, Rob, you have more of a mind that like studies a person. You know what I mean? Like where like you'll pick up on a detail about me.
I'm interested in you guys more than you're interested in me. Is what you're saying.
A little too interested, Robbie. A little too interested, pal.
Yeah.
With your ring lights and your interests.
With your ring lights and okay, take it easy. Dial it down a notch, will you?
So if I'm doing a section about Rob and your answers agree with what Rob has written down, then you get a point. But Rob, if you like either of their answers better than the one you've written down, you can choose to award them half a point.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're kind of subjective answers, so we'll see.
Right. So this isn't like background or factual. These are all what I think they're gonna see. I get that. So
some of it is, but
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Have you never seen the Newlywed Game?
It's been a very long time since I've seen that game, and I have to admit I was getting hot because I turned the heat on this morning because it was cold, and all I could think about was like, should I get up, do I get up and turn the heat off right in the middle of the podcast? Like, do I do that? And then I realized I missed your entire explanation, and I haven't seen the Newlywed Games since I was
Here's the
6
thing
years
with
old.
games. I mean, you pick up like a pack of cards or whatever. Maybe some people have a mind that they can sit and look at all those instructions and be like, I get it, let's go. I'm like, let's just play around. And
Yeah,
after,
you guys will
do
figure
it out.
one round, you're like, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the point
but
is,
just-
these are subjective. This is not like trivia or memory based. This is more about how do I believe you're gonna feel about something, and vice versa.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
a lot of
Okay,
times.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's more EQ than it is IQ, right, Meg?
Yes, that's correct.
EQ,
What's EQ?
Don't worry about it. Look it up.
your emotional.
Quotient? I don't know what Q
Quotient.
means.
That tells you a lot about my IQ.
It's your egg quotient.
I didn't even know the Q.
It's your egg quotient. How many
It's your
eggs?
egg quotient.
My egg quotient is excellent. Let's go.
Oh, with the dad jokes, you.
Buddy, it's 6. You've been messing with heat. Charlie and I just woke up. It's 6 o'clock
All
in the
right.
morning.
By the way, it's shots on goal, pal. I got about fucking 8 jokes in this podcast already. All right, let's get going. Let's warm up, buddy, because the audience wants to laugh, Glenn. Okay, they don't want just to hear us complain about our fucking jet lag.
And how warm it is in our gorgeous hotel room.
It's so warm. It's too warm in here, guys.
Megan,
play it.
Megan,
Let's
get
play
this game on the rails.
Okay, well, we'll start with Glenn since he doesn't know what's going on. That'll make it the easiest. The first question is, what makes Glenn the most angry?
Just in general?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
I got it.
I know. Just wait. Okay, hold on.
Charlie's
I'm ready to rock.
See, that's amazing. How there's so much.
There's so much, but
But you just went for one.
Rob, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, Charlie, show us your answer.
Okay, I wrote chewing loud.
Oh yeah.
Okay, chewing
okay.
loud.
Chewing loud. Loud
So-
chewers, you know? Smacky foods.
I see that. I hear that. But I'll say that that's just one thing. I think Glenn looks when things just don't work. When things that are supposed to work.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Just
things that are
don't
supposed to work don't work. Yeah, that's a big
you
one
know,
for him.
like just stuff, technology thing, just stuff. They're not working. There's an injustice to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Glenn?
listen, guys. I mean, you're totally both of you are. It's not what I wrote, but it's 100%. You're 100% correct in that those things make me angry. The difficult thing I think about this is that so many things make me angry. So I wrote down a sort of a broader category, which would encompass what you wrote, Charlie.
Can I have a 1 second guess? I won't write it, but just to say.
Yes.
Did you write the word life?
Wait, I think I know what you did. I think I know what you did.
Yeah, go for it.
You wrote having to do with people not giving a shit. There's an
cool.
injustice about
that's
people
a
not
big
caring.
one. That's a big one.
You didn't say it the way I said it, but I think what you're saying is I think what you mean is what I meant when I wrote what I wrote.
Yeah, what'd you write? And read it,
People's
'cause-
lack of awareness.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Charlie should get a point for that.
I get the point for the loud chewing?
I
well,
think
I think
so.
it's up to Glenn.
Well,
like, what makes
yeah.
him more crazy? The things not working or someone smacking their food while eating? That's a tough one because they're both raging.
They're both infuriating. I will
mean,
say
when
that
stuff doesn't work.
Charlie's answer is a more specific version of what I wrote, right? So people's lack of awareness of. I was going to write a whole thing, but I was like, I don't think it's supposed to be this long.
Oh, that's true. People's lack of awareness and their smacking their food is the same thing. Where the technology has nothing to do with people. That's technology's lack of awareness of what you want it to do.
Of what I need it to do. Yes, my full answer would have been people's lack of awareness of how their actions affect other people. That's the thing that makes me the most angry. That's the broad category of like the thing that makes me the most angry. And it is.
It seems
one
like
of the reasons.
a half a point to Charlie seems very fair.
Oh, a half a point. Okay, let's. Yeah, we can do. Hey, we can do whatever we
That's
want.
fine.
I
Or
think
even
that sounds
no
good.
point is fine. I don't.
No, I like half a point. I think that's.
I'm gonna award Charlie half a point for that then.
That's good.
The next question is, Glenn says 90% of the time he eats healthy and 10% of the time he eats whatever the fuck he wants. It's a 10% day, so what is Glenn eating?
Okay. I have a thought.
This was a tough one even for
Okay.
me, honestly.
All right, this time, Rob, why don't you go first?
This is a tough one. Yeah, this is a tough one
This is a tough one
because
because the man likes food.
the man eats food. The man does, you eat what you want generally. What I see. So I think if you're gonna splurge, what I've seen you do in the past is to just get a straight, because you don't eat as much red. You don't eat red meat. You went for a long period of not eating red meat for a while. I think if you splurge, you're gonna get just a hamburger and French fries.
Ooh, this
A good
is
old
really
hamburger and
interesting.
French fries.
This is really interesting. You want to know what I wrote, Rob? A burger with French fries, but never a Coke, never a soda, never a soda. Just for one little specific. So he's gonna get the burger with fries. He's not gonna drink a cup of sugar on top.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think you guys should both get a point for this because that's what I was literally writing when I scratched it out. And I actually think that your answer is more right than mine.
You overthought it. You overthought it.
I overthought it.
Okay.
Yeah, like, because mine, I think mine is a little bit more. It's like this is I gravitate towards this, but like if I'm really going for it, and that was the question, that's exactly right. I would be like a cheeseburger with the works, you know, and some fries. So, and you're right, and no soda. And I'm almost tempted to give Charlie an extra half a point there for the no soda thing. By the way, this is what I wrote. I wrote a turkey sandwich with extra mayo and fries. But that just seems too healthy. I mean, even the extra mayo kind of puts it over the top. But you know, I think you guys are right. All right, burger and fries. All right, let's move on. Jesus Christ.
I'll award a point for both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the next question
I'll allow
is, Glenn is going to star in Guns Actually, a big budget action movie about a man whose father
Nice.
is tragically murdered, causing him to go on an epic rampage. What actor is Glenn casting to play his father?
Done and done. Got it.
Meaning that he has a choice, or this is like a realistic like.
No, he has the choice of who is going to
The
play
choice
his
of
father.
all actors.
Yes, all actors.
Now, what is the tone of this movie? Is it an action comedy? Is it, or just a straight like?
No, it's a straight
thriller
action, Get Carter type of thing. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
And your father is has to be an action actor.
No, because he dies at the beginning of the movie, so he's not needing to do a lot of action.
So it's just a great actor.
Okay.
Oh, I'm tempted to do a joke here, but I also want the point.
Yeah. Why don't you put the joke at the bottom?
Well, the joke he's gonna put is himself aged up.
No, it wasn't, but I wish it
Oh
was.
God. Yeah. Me aged up. Well, that's right. That would.
Yes, I know.
I'd be great.
All right. Charlie, why don't you show us first?
Okay, I wrote. He's gonna go with Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman is, who's available. But if you want accuracy, it's got to be Lindsey Buckingham.
Okay, that's just a grand slam. I mean, that's just a grand slam.
If we're going purely on looks.
I forgot about that. Just the other day, we were talking on the podcast about like doppelgangers, and I forgot that that's one that I get all the time. Like
It's funny. I see these pictures of him now, and he does. It's more like he has a Dennis Reynolds vibe than he has a Glenn vibe. You know what I mean? Like something about it.
His hair is always high.
Okay, this is how much
His hair is very high. It's never
how
small.
much Charlie and I know and love Glenn. I said the same thing. An aged up Gary Oldman because he can do anything and be any age.
Well, you guys, this was a tough one. Amazing that you both wrote Gary Oldman, one of my favorite actors of all time. I did not even think of Gary Oldman. I still stand by my actual choice.
Brendan Gleeson? No, doesn't make sense.
No, it's not like he's even like one of my favorite actors, although he is a phenomenal actor and I absolutely love him in things. I don't know why. This is who I want. Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Your brain sometimes is
that's just
so
wrong.
interesting.
It's just wrong.
It's terrible casting.
Yeah, and you're wrong. It's actually not the answer. The answer is Gary Oldman. I believe we know you better.
Yeah, you don't know your own
me,
mind.
so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think that you.
My son, who comes in the room.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking of like.
Everyone does walk in. No one wants to hear a walk in.
Like, if you guys see, like, Christopher Walken in.
Glenn, my boy.
You're wrong.
You know, it was me. I'm your dad. Sure.
Okay, sorry. You guys do know me very well. Gary Oldman's one of my favorite actors. I mean, again, it's not what I wrote, but I don't know how you ever would have gotten.
Why did you pick Christopher Walken?
I don't know. For some reason, his performance in Seven. It wasn't. It was the first person he was the first fucking person that popped
for lunch.
He was the first fucking person that popped into my head, and I wrote it down. That's not overthinking it.
No points awarded.
I was thinking of his performance in Seven Psychopaths, which is just like so phenomenal, so good. Have you guys seen that movie? Please tell me you've seen Seven Psychopaths.
Yeah, I watched it with you years ago.
Oh God, it's so good.
Or maybe I've seen it. I don't know.
It's so good. It's one of those movies you can watch like 15,000 times. It's fantastic. Watch it again if you haven't seen it.
Okay, here's a question that's not subjective. What was Glenn's starter car, as in his first car he ever had?
That's actual trivia.
In real life?
Yes, in real life. What was his starter car?
Glenn, this is just a question. Would this have been in high school, or it was your first car since we've known you?
I mean, I think you're talking about my very first car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a car, and then you had another car. The car that you brought out here was different than your very first car.
Yeah, you guys never met my first car, but
no, but I think I know what it is.
Okay.
Let's start with Rob on this one.
I believe your first car when you were in high school was a Volvo. It was a Volvo.
Wow.
Do you happen to remember
different
what
than the
year?
one you came out?
I mean, that's very difficult, but it just for extra points, maybe if you can get the year.
The year of the Volvo?
It was an 85. I'm jumping in for a point here. It was an 85 Volvo.
I think
it was my dad's. It's the first car my dad ever bought for himself. That's a clue.
Yeah.
Oh wow, a 76 Volvo.
I'm gonna say it's a 1981 Volvo.
Wow, you guys think it took my dad that long to buy a car? Okay. 1981?
I said 76. I said 76. I'll just let you know, I wrote a 1999 Acura Legend.
Okay, that's great. That's a great guess because
very
that's the
good
car.
answer.
Yeah, that's
very good answer.
Yeah.
It was a
Thank you very much.
That was the car that I got my senior. That I was able to split with my parents my senior year of high school. It was a 1990 Acura Legend, but. Very good.
I got
pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
However, Rob gets the point. It is a Volvo. It was a 1966 Volvo. Pearl White. His nickname was Pearl Jam.
His name was Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam, that's cute.
Just because it was Pearl White. It's a cool car. I love that car, man. It was so great. We kept it for a long time. I wish we still had it. I wish I could restore it.
Well done. Rob, did you remember that he had discussed having a Volvo at one point in time in his life?
Yes.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just a guess. That was you remembering.
Yes.
I'm going to give a point to Rob on that one. If Glenn had to speak in a different accent for the rest of his life, which accent would he pick?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I feel like Glenn's going to have an interesting answer here, which is not
which is not accurate.
what we're expecting.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, Charlie, you want to go first?
Well, my first, if I just went off my first instinct, it would have been like a British accent, but I switched it because I thought, he's going to get tired of people being tired of that accent and thinking that he's hoity-toity. He's going to want to sometimes just be able to go home and just fit in, and I went with a Southern accent. He's just going to slide into a comfy Southern accent just for peace of mind.
I'm going to say Glenn. Now, if I want Glenn to think about it for a second, I think he would want to do, because I've heard him do this many times, and it's very funny, and I believe he would want to do a German accent.
What?
A German accent, yeah.
Rob, I like your thinking because sometimes Glenn comes out with an answer where you're like, huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
he was going along the lines of my overthinking it and not giving the most obvious Yeah.
I
You
was thinking
threw us
like
with a lot of your answers, so we had to
yawn,
kind
like
of
yawn in the glory hole. I remember you getting really into that. And he was just sort of doing a nondescript European accent.
Well, and I'm a big fan of that, by the way. Just like a European accent. It's just like kind of all of it.
I'm guessing though you wrote a British accent because of just the beauty of the sound and the flow, and it feels comfortable to do. And I'm guessing you went,
British accent.
I have an affinity for it because I lived there as a kid and I had a British accent as a little kid for a short period of time. And I just love it there. I love it.
Well, that's the Glenn round.
We are supported by Shopify. Hey, you guys ever think about starting a small business together?
Oh, you talking about a little side hustle?
What do you have in mind?
I don't know, maybe something in retail or e-commerce, artisan scented candles, macrame wall art.
I don't know, that whole, it all sounds pretty complicated, right? Like how are we going to compete with big macrame, right? Well, where are we going to get in?
The big macrame industry is that's a tight
You
community.
can't get a foothold in, right?
How do you even start? Where do we start?
Well, I'll tell you what, Shopify gives entrepreneurs like ourselves the resources once reserved for only big businesses.
Glenn, I'm going to need you to go on about this a little bit.
Okay, so, all right, I will. So upstarts, startups, and established businesses alike can sell everywhere, synchronize online and in-person sales, and gain insights as they grow with detailed reporting of conversion rates, profit margins, and beyond.
Now, that's a lot of big words you just said there, Glenn.
Sorry, I'm a smart guy.
Yeah, it's okay. But what about reaching customers online and across like social networks? With an ever-growing suite of channel integrations and apps like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and more. There's so much out there now. I don't even know what's out there.
Yep, a lot of big words there too, but Shopify provides all that.
Yeah. Shopify powers millions of businesses from first sale to full scale. It's more than a store. Shopify grows with you.
That's shopify.com/sunny.
Go to shopify.com/sunny, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. Grow your business with Shopify today. Go to shopify.com/sunny right now.
That's shopify.com/sunny.
Shopify.com/sunny.
We are supported by ZipRecruiter. Yeah, okay, say we're going to run a promotion for Patty's.
Tuesday night is ladies' night at Patty's Pub.
Oh, sure, great. It's ladies' night, and we need to hire some people like...
cheese sample guy.
Yeah. Oh, cheese is very classy. Ladies love cheese.
Well, I mean, who doesn't love cheese, right? Everyone loves cheese. Okay, so we need a cheese guy on the fly.
And we'd want to hire the best person for the job, right? Like a sommelier for cheese. A real cheese whiz.
Ooh, a cheese whiz.
Oh, okay.
A wizard of cheese.
Doing jokes,
cheese
guys.
Wizard.
Doing jokes.
Cheese wizard.
That's why we'd use ZipRecruiter. And if you're hiring for your business, you should go to ZipRecruiter.com/sunny right now to try ZipRecruiter for free.
Guys, ZipRecruiter's powerful technology finds the best people with the right skills and experience for your job and presents them to you. And then you can personally invite your top choices to apply for your job.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So in less than 24 hours, Patty's Pub would have a cheese expert. It's that easy.
Yeah. So find the right people for the job when you try ZipRecruiter for free at
ZipRecruiter.com/sunny.
That's 3 people talking at once. So once again, one at a time, that's ZipRecruiter.com/sunny.
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 All right, here we go. First question for Charlie. Charlie gets to play a round of golf with any famous person, living or dead. Who does he choose?
Got it.
I'm just going to keep that one simple. I'm not going to go nothing crazy here.
I mean, I haven't got a clue. Not a clue.
Playing golf with somebody.
Okay, Rob's written Tiger Woods as his answer. Glenn, do you want to...
I mean, I thought Glenn already conceded.
Yeah, conceded. Just give me 1 second here. Hold on. No, that's... God damn it. I'm overthinking it. I don't know. I concede.
Okay, Glenn passes.
It was, in fact, Tiger Woods. I mean, if you're going to get a round of golf with anybody,
Point
you're
for
going to
Rob.
play with the person who is arguably the best player ever to play the game.
Okay.
Good answer, Rob.
Good answer, Rob.
Well, you guys play golf together. So.
I know you very well. I know you.
I know. Yeah, that's true. We golf together, and Glenn doesn't golf as much, so.
Okay, here's one that's not subjective. How old was Charlie when he had his first kiss?
Oh, shit. Wait, I gotta think of that.
Wait. How could you not know? But Megan knows.
Because it's right on the cusp of two ages, but I
think I'm... Okay.
Okay, wait, I think I got it.
You can write down 2 ages to give them more of a chance.
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Okay.
I wrote down two ages.
Glenn, you want to go first? It says 14.
14.
I know that's late, but Charlie just strikes me as a little bit of a late bloomer. Not that he couldn't have been kissed, but
Good instincts.
but just that you're the type of person to not go for the kiss unless you're absolutely sure, and I think that takes
That's a big
little
part
bit.
of it.
And because of that, I'm going to go later. Not because he didn't have the opportunity, but because he's been very clear that he would never go for the kiss unless he knew it was a definite, which is a hard thing to do, 15 or younger. So I believe he was 16 on the cusp of 17.
I was tempted to do that. I was tempted to go there, and I was like, God, that's almost insulting.
I believe, well, don't worry about that, pal, because I believe it was actually 17, or I might have even been 18. It was not until my senior year of high school.
My goodness.
I remember you were.
Yeah, I was frustrated about it, believe me.
Now, was this your first kiss in general, or like your first kiss?
Both. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then I think it was definitely my senior year, so I can't remember if I was 17 or I might have been 18, which was adding to the humiliation. But to my credit, though, my high school throughout my freshman and sophomore and most of my junior year was an all-boys school, so it made it even harder.
Why can't you kiss boys?
You can, but I didn't want to. So that was, that was a big part
held
of
you
it.
back.
Yeah.
That held you back.
Yeah,
Not wanting to is what made you not do it, huh?
it's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question is the DJ.
Do I get
at
a
the
half a
local...
point for that?
I think that's.
Well, I said 16 on the cusp of 17. He said 17 on the cusp of 18.
On the cusp of 17. I think at least a half point to Rob.
Okay.
I did
a
say
half
17.
point for Rob.
Megan, did you know?
I didn't know. No.
Oh, okay.
But this is how the newlywed game works: is they don't know the answers. You
Right, they don't
provide
know.
the
They're just asking
answers.
questions. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I could ask you guys, where's your favorite place to make whoopee? Because that's pretty much
always
the
the big
question.
one. Yeah. That was the big one.
What's whoopee? Is that a sandwich?
I believe it's sexual intercourse.
I believe she's a view on the host.
Yeah.
No, she's a host on the view.
You on the host? I was like, wait, what?
She's a view on the host. What the fuck am I talking about?
How about this one? Charlie is having a midlife crisis. What does he buy for himself?
Oh, I know exactly what this is. I know this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I got this one.
Glenn, you wanna show first?
A classic car.
Okay.
Classic sports car.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I almost wrote sports car. Yeah.
Yeah, I called it vintage instead of classic, but a vintage car, maybe I'm thinking like a 60s Ferrari convertible because it's a crisis. I'm spending too much money, right? I'm like overspending. It's like a $2 million car or something.
Okay, 1 point each, guys. Great job.
Yeah. I've been
Okay.
trying to have midlife crisis for a while now.
You sure have. You've been
Pull the
talking
trigger
about
out.
having a midlife crisis in that regard for quite a bit.
I'm gonna get a good vintage car.
Pull the trigger on that. You got to pull the trigger on that midlife crisis, man.
What is Charlie the most proud of? And I'm going to say that his wife and child are exempt from this.
Oh. I'm not sure I know the answer to that.
I know the answer.
I mean, I think I know the answer. I think I'm right.
Okay, Rob, you want to go
first
first?
on this one, Robbie?
Sunny.
Sunny. Okay. Glenn?
Always sunny.
Always sunny. Okay. Charlie?
Or horrible bosses. I'm not Sunny. Sunny babies. Hey.
Oh, great job, guys.
Sunny, everybody.
Hey, I'm not gonna be proud. Would that have been the same for you guys?
100%.
100%, without a doubt.
That's nice.
Unquestionably.
Sunny's the best. Everything else is great, but Sunny's the best, baby.
It's just very, very special.
Okay, one more, and then I think that makes us even to the amount we did for Glenn.
I'm easy. These guys know me. It's like there's no mystery.
What movie would Charlie most like to have written and starred in? And this could be from any era.
Okay.
This is pretty easy too.
I wouldn't say that this was easy, but it's the first thing that popped into my mind.
Okay.
And I don't think you'll say I'm wrong, Charlie, but you might have one that's...
No,
I think this is right.
I went easy first instinct. I mean, there's
Okay.
a million of them that I wish I wrote and starred in.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay, Glenn, you want to go first? The Big Lebowski.
Okay, Rob.
Good one.
Rob said.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog
Oh
Day
wow!
Afternoon.
You know what? It was between the two, but I went with Lebowski just for the comedy of it. But honestly,
Dog Day,
my second instinct was Dog Day Afternoon. My first was Big
But you wrote Lebowski. You wrote Lebowski.
I did, because
I'm gonna say it's not right. I'm gonna say
buddy, you
Dog
would've
Day
been great.
Afternoon.
No, it's right. I think I watched Lebowski more than I have watched Dog Day Afternoon.
It would be a very different movie. Obviously, Jeff Bridges' performance in that is absolutely amazing. But like, I would like to see that movie with you in it. I think you'd be amazing, dude.
I would like to make my own Lebowski at some point.
You should.
Working on it.
I'd rather see you in Dog Day Afternoon, if I'm being honest. In
I'd like
fact,
to do
I'd rather
both,
see
Rob.
you in Dog Day Afternoon, and Glenn, I'd like to see you in The Big Lebowski.
Oh God, I would love.
But
to.
maybe I want you playing Totoro's part though.
What about
No,
me and Glenn in Dog Day Afternoon?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Glenn and I are robbing the bank together.
Are you Pacino and I'm Cazale, or what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's cool. Maybe we do
What's
like
that?
cat day, mid lunch. A movie called Cat Day Mid Lunch, or
Cat Day Mid Lunch.
I'd see that movie.
Okay, we're moving on to Rob, guys. You ready? See how much you know Rob?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first question is, Caitlin and the kids are out of town. How is Rob spending his evening?
His evening. That's a joke answer. Shit. All right.
Well, if you're gonna go base, just pass. Just pass.
Base. It's not base.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna give my first answer as a joke, and my second answer is my real answer.
My first answer, which I wanted to do as a joke, I was going to write working.
That's why I wrote starting a new
wrote
business.
That's so sad because I wrote that and then stopped because I was like, oh, that's so sad.
Rob, I know you have a kickback side. I wrote drinking a Manhattan, watching the Eagles, as if the Eagles are an option, but
I wrote a Manhattan and a movie.
Oh my God, you guys know me so well because I literally started writing working and then was like, that's so sad, I don't want to do that. And then I wrote drinking whiskey and watching, and then I stopped because I was like, am I watching like
it depends
football
on the day.
or am I
So
watching?
I know the Eagles were specific.
Yeah, you're watching something.
You guys
whatever
know me,
is it.
that's really.
I think that's a point to both of us.
I'll give a point to both.
Oh yeah, I think you should get 2 points because you got both. You got both of them.
But we actually, I kind of agree.
I didn't want to write working because it was so sad.
All right, 2 points it is, guys.
Yeah. But your first instinct would be like, okay, man, I got to come up with something. I have some time to focus, and the kids aren't here to bother me, so I can really dig in on some work here. And then it would be like, what has no one done yet? Like, what's Elon Musk done? I could probably do what he does. And then you'd be
realize I'm too stupid to do anything like that.
What's the
life
dumber version of making that much money? What's like the dumb version? What I mean? Like, what's the thing that I could do as a dumb guy? No, but listen, I actually understand the appeal of that. Like, there's something kind of really nice about sitting down with a glass of whiskey or a glass of wine or whatever and getting some work done, considering that I would say you know, not everything we do is fun, but I actually really enjoy most of the work that I do.
Yeah.
For as much as it frustrates me, so it's actually fun sometimes to work.
Yeah.
During non-work hours with a cocktail in your hand.
I think I probably could even squeeze another point out of this because the real answer is masturbating.
Well, right. That was the base.
Yeah,
that was the base answer. There.
Yeah, Manhattan porn.
All three things are correct.
All three. He's getting all three in for the night.
But wait a second. What you've just described what every man on the planet, in fact, probably any human on the planet would do if their families were not around. Masturbate, work, and then enjoy a cocktail and watch TV. I mean, that's it.
I think many would not work. Many
would not work.
Forgo the work. Most would be like, wait a second, I don't have to work. I'm just going to go straight to the masturbation.
Yeah.
And the booze and the movie.
Look, 2 out of 3 is
in
not
no
bad.
particular order. Probably
2 out of 3 is
usually
not
the
bad.
masturbation comes first. But
Beat it, drink it, watch it. Here's a question though. Would you make the Manhattan and drink the Manhattan while masturbating, and then make another Manhattan for the movie, or would you masturbate just to get it out of the way, just to get the demons out, and then make the Manhattan and go watch the movie?
Well, here's what I'd say. I don't usually work at night. What I would probably do is I would wake up. I do what I do now, which is wake up really early before anybody's awake, then work. Then
I'm not talking about working.
Well, then at night I would make. I only drink one Manhattan every night, a big one, but it's a big one, but it's just one. I drink the one, and then I watch the movie at the same time. Then
fucking 32-ounce Manhattan.
Yeah, it's
a
big.
big gulp. Yeah.
And then when that's over, I turn whatever that show or movie was, and then I would complete my
at the
my
end.
evening.
Oh, see, I'd get it out of the way. I usually get it out of the way. I'm like, I gotta get this out of me. I need to get this out of me, so I'm not thinking about it during the
Something
movie.
to look forward to. Something to look forward to.
Oh, good for you. Delayed gratification.
Rob, what time did you wake up this morning? Did you wake up shortly before the podcast?
No, I got up at like 5:15.
Good for you. God bless. I do. By the way, can we not move past the fact that in order to be able to tell yourself that you only have one drink a night, you basically make like twice the size of a normal Manhattan.
Maybe 3 times. I'll take a picture of it and put it on the podcast. Yeah, no, I take it to the brim.
The next question about Rob is, what was Rob's first job?
Oh, his first job.
Very first job.
Rob, this is in high school at some point, I'm assuming, right? Or like
No, this was in grade school.
In grade
school. Wait, you got to do something you got like a paycheck for.
I did. Well, was it a cash business? Well, okay. Then I'll tell you what. There's 2 answers.
If you call it your first job, you can say that.
I'm going classic here, guys. Classic.
Okay. There is 2, but I think that's fair, Meg. And both of them are classic. Very Americana.
Okay.
Paperboy.
Glenn says Paperboy. Charlie.
I wrote Altar Boy, Load Wipe Down Boy.
Altar Boy, parentheses, wipes down the loads.
Wipe down the load boy. It's really just like robe destainer. I don't know. I wasn't sure what his actual job was, so I went with a joke.
Glenn is right. I had a paper route.
Okay.
And when I was like 11 or 12, and then I pumped gas in high school.
Oh, I remember that. Yes, I remember you talking about that. You pumped gas.
My freshman year of high school, I pumped gas.
But you get a paycheck for being a paper boy.
You get a pay, yeah, I can't remember if it was like a shady cash business. No, I don't know if I was old enough to have a job at 12.
So they may have had to
really
pay you under the table.
Pay you like, yeah, and it was one of those local papers that nobody wanted. They would just like appear on your doorstep, and you just take it and throw it in the garbage. So I think
I'll give Glenn a point for that. The next question is, if Rob gave a TED Talk, what would the subject of it be?
Okay.
I went non-joke.
Okay, Charlie, what do you got?
Me too.
I wrote show running and the business of Hollywood.
All right.
Just basically like, an area of expertise.
No one knows anything. Make your own rules.
Oh,
that's interesting.
Good. I like that, Glenn.
Oh, that's
Rob,
that's
what did
great.
you write down?
I said creative collaboration, which
I think we should give Charlie a point for that.
This is very Rob. How about we both get a point for that?
Yeah. Well, those are the things that I've learned, and I think we all have learned a version of that, and these are all areas. I don't know, Meg. I think
a point each.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, I do think that this is something, you know, that you discovered along the way, you know, working on It's Always Sunny and various other projects, is that, like, you know, the rules that people set in place are often arbitrary, or don't, you know, no longer apply, and the people who are administering, or, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Enforcing the rules don't even really understand what they're for or why they're beneficial to the project or whatever, you know. So what you discover is that, like, your whole thing is to just push through, just do your thing, just do it, just fucking do it, and don't worry. I mean, and I'm not talking about like rules that
not
are,
laws.
You know, I'm not talking about laws, and I'm not. No. I'm not talking about laws.
How,
I'm not
how often have we? How often have we, over the course of making this show, realize we've come up against an idea or a structure or something that was put in place long ago and then enforced by people who don't understand why they're enforcing it.
That's
and then you,
right.
If you just peel back and ask why, you realize that they don't know the answer, and then you realize, oh, there is no rule. This is just arbitrarily
it's like there's no experts, and the so-called experts are really, their expertise is only just what, oftentimes what they're comfortable with not failing at, right? So they're like, well, we do this way because we won't fail. But